Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. This is Vlogmas Day 23. Oh, y'all, we pretty much through with this, y'all. We must pretty much through with this. So now I'm going to hit you with the heavy hitter thing here. This is a Christmas tradition. A lot of people it's not, but this is something I absolutely love. Not only for Christmas, I love prime rib because so much you can do with it. The day of, and there's so much you can do with it after the day. What's left over, you take that prime rib and you shave it really thin and make you a nice roast beef sandwich, make you a nice Philly cheesesteak sandwich. There's so much, y'all, you can do with prime rib. Now, to start off with, this is a 7-pound prime rib. And I hate to see people, of course, people don't like a medium rare to medium. That's the only way I eat my prime rib. That's the way my dad ate his. That's how I started eating, know how to eat rare meat. I was to see my dad eat it. And then when I got in the cooking industry, that's the only way to eat steak, y'all. I'm telling you. It's just a different flavor content and stuff like that. People say, oh, it's bloody. All the blood is drained out of the animal. I'm not going to get into scientific or whatever. Or people say, oh, that's blood. And no. That's not blood, you see. Blood is completely drained out of an animal when it's killed. But that's a video for another day to break down the scientific cooking method and what is blood and what is not blood and what you're seeing and what you're eating. That's a whole nother story for another day. But like I said, I eat my prime rib medium rare to medium. I'll even eat it rare. I've eaten it rare before. But I'm going to show you how I make mine flawlessly and unmistakably, because you don't want to take a specific prep. If you were to buy this is a 7-pound prime rib. In the store, this will cost you about $77. It has the bone on it. Of course, this only cost me $20. You know, I know all these farmers in Katy area, and I get the really hook up. I know I go to the farmers. I don't go to the supermarket when I want special kinds of meat. Y'all know I get my oxtails free. I mean, I go to the farmers. I supply them with good cooking all year long. That's what you do. We go hand in hand. I give them this, they give me that. So, yeah, I got this about I paid like $20 for this prime rib. It costs you about $77 in the store. So, what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to show you my method, how I do it. First thing I'm going to do, hold on just a second, y'all. I don't, number one, you need to let your prime rib get room temperature pretty much. Let it set out a couple hours. You don't want to put it in the refrigerator. You don't want to put it in the oven ice cold because it's going to ruin your whole cooking experience. It's not going to cook properly. So kind of let it set out a couple hours, 4 hours be good. Or let it, some people actually season there and let it set in the refrigerator 24 hours. That'll work too. But I'm going to season mine and cook mine the day of. Now the season I use is very simple, y'all. There's nothing fancy. I use kosher salt. And you got to be liberal with this stuff, y'all. When you season prime rib, you need to make sure you put a lot of seasoning on. Okay, I got lemon pepper. And I use, this is the only time you'll see me use black pepper. But I use the coarse black pepper. See how big that is? That's coarse black pepper. And I use about an equal part of each one. One in one method. Stir that up in there. And that's all I use on my prime rib, y'all. That's my prime rib rub right there. See that easy that is? Equal parts of lemon pepper, coarse ground pepper, and kosher salt. That's it. Very simple ingredients right there. Nothing else. Some people put herbs and all that on it. You can, you want to, but it tends to burn for me. Okay, we're gonna set this aside. Now, some people use butter for this, but I just use a little oil. So I'm gonna oil this down, y'all. So the herbs. I got herbs on my mind here. So the seasoning can stick to it. Just put oil on there so all my seasoning can kind of stick to the prime rib. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to start with the bottom first because, that's going to be the part that go on the top last. So, we're going to liberally add the seasoning to this, y'all. I'm going to season this really good. People say that's too much. No, it's not too much. Not too much seasoning, y'all. Believe me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust Chef Jeffrey here. I'm gonna put all this on there, this rub. Pretty much gonna rub it all on there. All sides. It's not gonna be salty. It's gonna give you that nice crust on your prime rib. Rub it all in there. Get all you can on here, y'all. Very, very important. Oh yeah. And like I say, some people put theirs in the fridge and then it's set up overnight. Well, you can do that. I've done that too. It ain't gonna do nothing but help it. Pack all that on there, y'all. Okay. All right. Make sure it's packed on the side here. Now, wash my hands here for a second. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing like a good prime rib, nothing like a good prime rib sandwich too, y'all. Okay, now, what we gonna do, I got a sheet pan here with a rack on it. And make sure when you use a sheet pan, it has enough sides on it. We lay this right on that sheet pan. There we go. It has enough sides on it where it's gonna catch the residual juice that come off of this. Y'all can see it. Now, what I'm going to do, here go, you got to listen very carefully because I don't want y'all to mess your prime rib up. I'm going to put this in the oven for 450 degrees. Some people do 500, which is fine, but you got to really be careful. 450 degrees for 15 to 30 minutes. I usually do around 20, 25 minutes because I want to get a nice golden brown crust on this. After 30 minutes, you're going to turn the oven down to 325 degrees and let it cook. It takes, I do mine 15 minutes per pound, meaning it's going to take almost 2 hours to get it to 130 degrees, which is medium rare to me. Medium rare, about 130. That's what I want to get this prime rib to. And then after it get to 130, I'm going to take it out and let it sit on the counter, cover it up where I'm going to cover it with foil for about 30 minutes, let all the juices go back in it. Don't ever cut the prime rib when it first come out of the oven. You're going to mess up a nice, expensive meat. So let me go over this again. I know y'all probably taking notes, even though everything in the description of the video. I do 15 to 30 minutes. I put that avenue in it because I check it out to 15, y'all. And every prime rib is different depending on how much fat is on it. If it's getting too dark after the 15 minutes, I'll turn it down to 325. You still need a little bit more color on it, I'll go the whole 30 minutes. That's why I say 15 to 30 minutes. What you're trying to do is get a nice crust on that and seal all that juices in it and sear it and get a nice pretty color. Then you turn down 325 degrees and that's going to be your cooking. And you're going to cook it 15 minutes per pound, meaning this is about a 7-pound roast here. So it's going to be about almost 2 hours, 325 to achieve 130. Now, if you one of them person going to spend almost $80 for a prime rib and cook it well done, hey, you on your own. I don't see how people do it. Some people do that. Take a expensive piece of meat and cook it until it's completely dried out and then serve it. I just can't. It makes me sick to my stomach when people do that. But hey, that's for your priority. That's your money. That's your taste buds. But I just cannot. I can't do that. No chef, any chef, real chef, that'll make any chef stick to their stomach. They really do. Any big time chef, because they know the deliciousness and the moistness and stuff of a nice medium rare to medium prime rib. So anyway, I'm gonna stick this in the oven. And also what I do, y'all, before I go away here, I got a thermometer here because I don't want to ruin my prime rib. I don't play around with this. I got a thermometer here. I turn it on and I'll pretty much set it. I'll set this thing where I want it to be. Let's see here. Temperature here. Hold on here, I'll go up to, I want it to be 130. That's it. Start. And that's it, the hour. I'll go maybe 3 hours, maybe it ain't gonna take 3 hours. And I'll start this thermometer. Of course, it ain't gonna take no 3 hours. And when it get to 130, this thing gonna blink. It's gonna blink or go off or whatever. Did y'all see that? Did I show y'all that? And what it is, this wire is long enough. I'll stick it right in this middle of this prime rib, right in the middle, meatiest part. Or I go down from the top and I'll tip it and put this in the oven with the thermometer and let it do its thing. And I'll check it periodically. So anyway, y'all, we will be back, I guess, when the prime rib is completely done. Because I'm not going to open the oven. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to peek or nothing. Because this here, matter of fact, going to tell me everything I need to know. So I don't have to peek nothing. It's going to tell me the temperature. I got everything set. This is the temperature I wanted to be at. And this is the temperature, of course, right now is 68. And I wanted to get to 130. And it'll do everything for me. So, like I say, a lot of stuff I just wing it and just, okay, put it in the oven. I'll check it once in a while. Not this piece of meat. No, I don't want y'all to take expensive meat and mess it up. Remember, 15 minutes per pound, and 15 to 30 minutes, 450 degrees. After 30 minutes, turn it down. Be sure to turn it down to 325 degrees. Don't leave it at 450. You're going to burn it up. I got all the directions in the description of the video. All right, so anyway, y'all, we will be right back when this thing is ready. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, this thing is pretty much 129. I took it out at 129, y'all. See that? I took it out at 129 here. Now, we're going to take this out of there. Take that up out of there. Like I say, y'all, I'm going to let this rest. Hold on, just y'all. Let me get situated here. Get my thermometer cleaned off here. Now, I'm gonna let this thing rest for about 15, 20 minutes here. I want all that juices and stuff to go back into the prime rib. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get some foil. Foil here. Cut my oven off. Get situated here, y'all. Y'all give me a second here. Y'all can see how pretty this is. See how pretty that is, y'all. Beautiful prime rib. And what I'm gonna do, take some foil here and kind of bend over it like this. And I'll let that sit there about up to 30 minutes. I'm trying to do 15, 20 minutes. We'll do half an hour. And I want to let what I want to do on all the juices and stuff to go back into the prime rib. And because if I cut it right now, all the juices is going to come right out. And you don't want that. And pretty much I can just kind of, touch it like that. And I'll know the prime rib is ready. Just by the feel of it. So anyway, we're going to vent it. We're going to come back 30 minutes. We're going to take the bone off of it. And then we'll slice it up. Put it on the platter. I got me a little horseradish sour cream. All it is 4 parts sour cream, 1 part horseradish. And I make me a little sour cream horseradish sauce to go with it. And we're going to come and taste it and we'll see how it is. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. I got to apologize for something, y'all. I didn't have my camera going when I cut this. You can see the bone right here. See that nice bone? And I like to take that bone, y'all, and put it in the oven. I'll put it in my Instant Pot with some beans or something. Absolutely amazing. Now, look. You see I got medium rare here. And I like to serve it, like I told y'all, with horseradish sour cream. You let the prime rib rest 30 minutes. Cut the bone off the bottom. If you also don't comfortable cutting the bone off, you can get your butcher to cut it off for you already and tie it on. And you can cook the prime rib as is, like I did already. And when it come out, you just cut the string off and the bone will come right out of it. So, yeah. So, this is pretty much it, y'all. Let me apologize because, like I said, I ain't had a camera on. And this is Vlogmas day 23. And actually, in real life, y'all, It's December the 10th. I did a lot of videos and knocking them out, like I told y'all, and pretty much in the early of the months. And then I just kind of put them out, give them to my team, and put them out. They just so, I love what I do, y'all. It's not even secondhand. I do love what I do, but the last few days or last week since I've been in these Vlogmas, y'all don't see a lot of hateful and rude comments that I'm getting. A lot of them I delete ahead of time. A lot of them go to my certain folder the YouTube holds for me, and it deflates. I know how much work and energy not only did I put into these videos, it's that my team, everybody involved to get out of, try to nice product and nice video for y'all. And a lot of people just do not know that, and all they see is the criticism. And what it done is ruining my confidence in myself, and it makes me double think what I'm doing in the kitchen. That's how you make mistakes. When you're thinking, instead of just getting in the kitchen cooking like I usually do, I'm questioning myself as a cook, as an individual, as a person. And when you do that on a job, anybody will tell you, if an athletes or whatever, if you second question yourself what you're doing instead of just going with the flow, doing what you always do, that's when you make mistakes and you're not successful. So that's kind of what's going on with me. I got one more Vlogmas to do here. I don't know if I'm going to do 24. I'll let y'all know. I think 24 and 25, I think. And I got one more to do, and I just got to get the energy to do it, because right now I just want to give up on Vlogmas and just shut it down, and that's it. Because it's just, I don't know, my team reads these comments and it hurts them too, not only me, and I hurt for them too, because I know how much work and energy we put into these videos. But anyway, I hate to say that, y'all, but just kind of letting you know, I wanted to cut it off the bone and all that, and I never forget to cut on the camera. I'm always ahead of it just, I don't know, just frustrating. So anyway, y'all, let me cut into this here. And while I'm cutting in there, I know it's gonna be somebody complaining, say it's too rare, too raw, and all that. If it is, just cook it more. That's all you say. It's up to your preference. Just cook it more if you don't like it like this. That's the way I like my prime rib. Okay, I'm gonna cut a little piece here. Get a little kosher sour cream on here. Look at this here, y'all. See this? Oh, man. It's so good. And y'all, that salty crust at the end. A little bit more here. And like I say, horseradish sour cream, all it is 4-part sour cream, 1 part horseradish. If we got a tablespoon of horseradish, put 4 tablespoons of sour cream. That's all it is. Unless you like it spicier. Some people do. Some people like it straight horseradish. That'll clear your sinuses. That'll clear your sinuses, y'all. Come on, Chef Jeffrey. That'll clear your sinuses up. A bit more of that on there. Look at that there, y'all. Look at that. Look at that goodness. You can see that little pepper, and salt and pepper. See that coating on there? That crust? That's what you want on your prime rib. That's the perfect prime rib. Right there, y'all. Perfect. Nice and tender. Not overcooked. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Like I say, y'all, at cost, this is about a $75, $80 piece of meat. Of course, like I say, I got awesome friends out there in the farm. I like to keep my farmers happy here in Katy area. I feed them buttermilk pies and pineapple cakes and stuff like that. And they reward me with nice deals on meat. So anyway, y'all, I can eat this with, give me a baked potato, y'all. On some gratin potato. I can definitely go to town on this. So anyway, y'all, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest. and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2022, helping others with a purpose. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day. Sorry, y'all. Getting choked up. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Vlogmas Day 23. Done.